Okay, so this is the mountain, and you could, build this however you wanted, obviously, and you should vary it, like switch these out so there's more up and down, or put, the fit pause in, or the climb table, but this is just one variation, but it's important to have some ups and downs and do that as well. It's supposed to be done slowly. Minnie tends to bound, so that's why I'm kind of luring him a little bit so he slows down and doesn't go too fast up it and is more controlled. Okay, so for the planks, you would start this, you've probably done these, but you would start these on the flat and work up to doing it on this. She thought that the way I was doing it, that I learned from Robbie, was probably a bit too extreme for Minnie and his long back. So I don't do those quite as extreme anymore. But this is just the head up, head down. And by she, I mean Debbie. Debbie Gross, now Taraka. And then also just the stretch. And then the same thing going down, so head down. And I know Susan shaped this, but I'm just doing it with Warring with Minnie. Come here, get up. Come here. Down. This side. This side. There we go. And then just, I usually go up and down, 10 or 15 times, just to get him warmed up. Okay, then sit to stands. I'm sure you've done that too. These start on the flat, and then, you can do this on the infinities. You can do it on this core disc, or you can do it on the wedge that we did yesterday, but I like to do it on this big infinity because I don't have to bend over. So sit, stand, and Minnie doesn't kick his legs out back as good as he can, so we work on that. Stand, sit, stand. That was a good one. Stand, sit, good boy. Stand, nice, sit. Stand, sit, stand. First one is just weight shifting. So this is just, you would do this on the flat again first, but this is his shoulders. And you'll notice that he has quite a bit more resistance with his upper body, his rear. We work quite a lot on his rear end because he has not very good strength back there, which is part of what we're hoping to increase so that we prevent the luxating patella. And then, come here, Minnie, turn around this way. I'm going to do his rear. But you'll notice with his rear, he doesn't offer near as much resistance. He gets better as we go along, but and again, I can't remember if I already said this, you'd start this on the flat. Okay, good boy, Minnie, good boy. There you go. Okay, so these are some stretches. This is hard to do. Normally, Dietmar helps me with this, and but you want to put, and I know Susan just taught Swagger how to do this, but and I taught Minnie how to do it, but I get a better stretch if I do it. And you just put your hand under there and stretch it out. This was really good for the knees, she said. Keep the top line straight. In all these exercises, it's important to keep the top line straight. And then the other side for him is much stiffer. I have a harder time keeping him straight and his back straight. Okay, and we're going to do the same thing on the shoulders. Again, he has much more range of motion on this left side than he does on his right. It's much easier to do. Okay, he's a good boy. All right, then there's the lifting both feet up on the same side. And you just lift it barely up off of the, he tends to pull his up, but you just really want him just up off the prop. I won't do this for the whole time, but you get the idea. And then the same on the other side. Again, trying to keep his top line straight. Which I'm not doing as good a job here. Normally, again, Dietmar helps me. So I have food out in front to keep him straight. Then you do each paw individually. And obviously for longer than what I'm doing it here. And then you do them crosswise. Okay, good boy, Minnie. All right, stop. Okay, so these are side sit-ups. Minnie squeaked the other day when I did this, so be careful. I'm not sure what I did, but he hasn't had trouble since then, but he's been reluctant to do them, so we'll see if he'll do it now. And this is, I lower this because I don't know how to do it otherwise. Come here, Minnie, down, down, good boy. Okay, so just get him back on his back, and then it's a sit-up. So he's back, and then he sits up. Good boy. So again, get him back, and then sit up. And then back, and then sit up.